Lueroi's Pokemon Leaf Green Walkthrough Part 1. Alright, we are back and at it again, this time playing a classic game, Leaf Green, based off the original Pokemon games, Red, Blue, and Yellow, and this is one of the funnest games in the series, I have to admit, because it's like all of the old Pokemon that we all remember, and it's just a great game. And, I'll just never get bored of it, and it's just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. So, we'll start off telling this dude our name, and this is actually Professor Oak talking to us. And, yeah, my name is Lueroi, of course, it always has been. And, yeah, so you can decide if you want to be a boy or girl in this game, which is kind of cool, but I'll stick with the boy character. And this is his grandson, this is your rival, and my rival, as you may or may not know, is Ambitchan, and that is, actually who I'm playing alongside with. He's playing Fire Red, and I'll talk about that some more in the description, but yeah, definitely check out his videos, because they're great. But right now, what we're doing is we're heading back into the game, so we are here in our room playing the NES, which is great, it's just like the old times. So this is our room, and you can actually go to the PC and grab a potion for free, which is awesome because you may need it actually pretty soon. So yeah, it's actually a pretty cool room, but we don't have time to look around. We're gonna head downstairs to the main floor and just kind of sneak out, unnoticed by our mom, because I mean, do we really want to say goodbye? I don't think we do. Yeah, she'll realize I'm gone soon enough, and she can worry about it then. But right now, let's take a look inside the Pokemon lab, and you'll notice Professor Oak, he's not here. So it's like, you know what? How are we gonna do this? The professor's not here. He's nowhere to be found. So I'm just like, okay, if no one's here to watch me, I'm just gonna sneak out, yeah, through Route 1 and try to beat this game on my own. But then he just like comes out of nowhere. It's like, Oak, weren't you just like not in your lab? So he's all like ninja and just pops out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, Professor Oak, what you doing? So he's like, yeah, come back to the lab, because, yeah, I got to get you a Pokemon. I'm like, sweet. So we head back inside, and our old rival, our Ambitchan's still waiting there impatiently, like always. He's like, yeah, I'm fed up of waiting. And we're like, whoa, 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 back off, Ambi, just back off. So, yeah, he's telling us, yeah, there's some Pokeballs here, and you're going to get one for yourself. So I'm like, oh, awesome. And we get first dibs, too, because, he was being all impatient. So let's take a look. The first one's Bulbasaur. It's a grass type, and guess what? I'm not picking Bulbasaur. Yeah, and here's Squirtle. And if you guessed Squirtle, then guess what? You are wrong. No, it's not Squirtle I'm picking. It's actually the third and final, the Fire-type Charmander. That's who I'm picking, and Charmander is just a great Pokemon, because everyone loves Charmander. It was actually the first Pokemon I ever used back when I played Pokemon Red for the first time. And I have honestly not thought about a nickname at all, but I'll just go with something simple. How about Blaze? I mean, it's not the greatest, but it makes sense. So Blaze will be your name for now, unless I think of something better. So yeah, it's a fine name. Nothing wrong with it. And of course, he's gonna be like the idiot, like always, and pick the Pokemon I'm weak to. So I'm like, you know what? Take your Squirtle. I can take you on in a battle any day. And he's like, you know what? Let's battle right now, because I'm ready to take you on. So I'm like, bring it, chump. Bring it. So, there's our rival right there, and he's going to send out his Squirtle, and it'll be different depending on what you picked. So, it's level 5 like always, and so is yours. So, it's a nice and even battle, and Oak's kind of telling you what to do as if we don't know, but not that it really matters. We got 2 moves here that you'll see in a second. Well, yeah, he's still blabbering on, but yeah, you get 2 moves. Charmander, no Scratch. If you have a Squirtle or a Venusaur, or Bulbasaur, Tackle, and I would just recommend using the attacking move. It's your best bet, and you should probably win no problem. Now, if he gets lucky like that and gets like a critical hit or something, you might actually lose, which is, oh no, he's gonna miss, so we don't need to worry about that. But what I was gonna say is, if he gets like lucky and gets a critical hit or something, you have that potion that you picked up, so you should have no problem winning the battle. So we take out the Squirtle and defeat our rival, which is sweet, because it's like, yeah, he never really stood a chance anyways, but we just had to stick it to him, because, him and his, like, rambling on, like, oh, I can take you out with my Squirtle, and I'm like, yeah, you picked the wrong Pokemon there, buddy. So how about that? And Oak's like, yeah, you get prize money if you win, which is how you make money in this game, which is, I find odd, because in real life, fighting animals for money is illegal, but maybe, the makers of Nintendo just, like, want little American kids and Japanese kids, that's the message they're sending. You should go out and fight animals, but whatever. Here's a little girl right here, and she's like, oh, here's a tip for you. Press start to open the menu. So I'm like, okay, sweet, there we go. And let's take a look at my Charmander, which is magically healed up after that battle. Bashful nature, I don't really know what that does, I forget, but yeah, no, oh, I forgot its ability is actually the same as the nickname, which I didn't even realize, but that's kind of funny, I guess. But without further ado, we're going to head up into Route 1. This is where it all starts, the madness with all the wild Pokemon and everything. So there's a dude right here, and he's like, I'm from the Mart, so I'm going to give you a sample of a potion. So I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy. So we're going to keep moving on here, and we're actually headed up to Viridian City, which is actually really short. I mean, compared to what they make it out in the anime, it's like a really short walk right up here. So yeah, we didn't run into any wild Pokemon either, which is pretty nice. So Viridian City, here we are. It's just a typical old town. You know, you got the Pokemon Center, the random dudes walking around without houses anywhere, the Pokemon Mart, of course, and there's just a normal house right here. And moving up here, oh, of course, the old drunk dude who's falling asleep on the floor right there. And of course, every good town needs a gym, but I'll talk more about the gym later because we don't actually have to fight the gym yet. It's kind of weird. I'll talk about it later. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to head inside the Pokemon Mart, because that's what you have to do when you get into Viridian City for the first time. Because there's this dude in here, and he's like, oh, you're from Pallet. I'm like, how do you know I'm from Pallet? Are you like my stalker or something? But he's like, deliver this to Professor Oak, because he ordered this package thing. So I'm like, okay, great, more work. So I got to go back down and deliver that to him so that we can move on with the game and stuff. So let's head back down, and yeah, that's all you have to do in here right now in Viridian City. So we're gonna take the easy way back. Instead of going through the grass, you can hop right over the ledges and avoid any wild battles, which I would recommend doing if you're like me and you don't like fighting wild Pokemon every 2 seconds. So you can do that, and if you do fight Pokemon, you'll find like Pidgeys and Rattatas and stuff. So you know, nothing too big. So we're back here in Pallet Town, and we'll head right back up into the lab or whatever, yeah, Pokemon lab, and we'll find that Oak is sitting here waiting for us, and he's like, "Oh, how's my old Pokemon?" "Well, it's growing a lot." And I'm like, "Well, I never really used it in a battle, so I think you're just kind of like crazy." But yeah, you deliver him the package. So yeah, he's like, oh, thanks. So then your rival comes stomping in. He's like, Gramps, and I'm like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, you called me for something. I'm like, what's the big deal? And he's like, okay, I've got a mission, a quest. Here's the Pokedex, and you guys are gonna go out and do all the work for me because I'm a lazy bum. So yeah, it's basically what he's saying. So he's like, yeah, here's the Pokedex. Use it, catch all the Pokemon in the world, and just be awesome like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take these 5 Pokeballs and go out and build an awesome team. And I'm not going to be dawdling around catching little Pikachus and stuff. You know, I'm going to build up like an army of insane Pokemon so I can take out my rival and defeat the Elite Four. So that's what we're going to do coming up. Our rival, he's like, oh, I'm going to get a town map and figure out where I'm going. I'm like, I already know where I'm going, punk. I already know where I'm going. So we're going to move on, go back to Viridian City, and see what's happening now that we've delivered that package.